Many ShitCup drivers last week were left traumatized after the events of Talladega, but this week they're about to be traumatized even more as me and Rose Henson welcome you to Watkins Glen, New York for the aggressive goes around at the Glen. Hello everybody, welcome back to the NR2003 ShitCup Series for the 7th race of the season. We don't have that many races left, damn it, but damn it, we're going to try and get through it the best we can. I'm joined today by Rose Henson. Rose Henson, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm cocked, locked, ready to rock, and looking forward to see some drivers go left and right today.
Exactly. Watkins Glen, a very, very turn-bending track, and there's going to be a lot of dips and a lot of highs here today at Watkins Glen. But before we get started with today's race, we're going to run you through some of the drivers, and we're going to start off with Ace Moneymaker. You're probably wondering, where's Chuck Snead? Chuck Snead, remembered last week, was charged with a felony along with 3 other drivers. He, before going to trial, fled from the country. He is now in Argentina. Local authorities are trying to find him. But his brother-in-law, Ace Moneymaker, will be taking over the ride here today in that beautiful number 99 Citgo Ford. We're going to see if he can bring a really good run here today. In the meantime, we're going to keep you posted on those felonies.
Last week's race winner, Ragdown the Conqueror, currently P6 in points, having a great season so far. Of course, last week's winner at Talladega. Fortunately, he was not available for an interview. He was too busy partying in the mountains, trying to conquer some bitches instead of conquering another race win. Speaking of conquering bitches, the premarital sex enjoyer Rose Henson, currently P5 in points, going to be rolling off 24th today. Just looking forward to having a good season, have a good run today, and hoping to commit the act she committed on New Year's Eve on the field.
Rose Henson, you endorsing premarital sex there has made me vomit profusely, but this guy right here, Bender M, does not make me want to vomit profusely. He is today's pole sitter. He's starting next to Justin Perez right there, but Bender M, he's not had a good season along with Justin Perez. He's trying to get a good run here today, and we're going to see if he can keep his way in the front to get himself here a victory. Now, before we take the green flag here today, we're going to run you through the field, sponsored by AJ's Knee Restoration Services. Bender M is today's pole sitter. He's got Justin Perez on the outside. These two not running very well in the point standings. I think they were entering about 24th, 25th in the standings as they come into this race. And then right behind them is Dave Wilson. Dave Wilson, remember, he won at Bowman Gray Stadium, and he's next to Tyler Cornell. In the next row, it's Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen, he hasn't been able to catch shit this season. He's trying to get another good run to try and elevate him maybe a little bit more in the point standings. And next to him is the man that fell so much, just fell off so much in the last couple weeks. It's Biggest Dickus.
Rolling off 7th this week is Shea Mendez. Shea Mendez not having a good season, having a season high 4 DNFs to what would become his outside. That is Zach Shithead. Don't have much to say. Kind of shit. Speaking of shit, driver back in 9th, shit on a lot of fans last week. Wynn Nergington, currently on trial for committing mass murder at Talladega. To his outside, Anthony Tony Steve Jr., looking to honor his father's legacy. Rolling off 11th, as previously mentioned, is Ace Moneymaker, replacing his brother-in-law, who is currently somewhere in Argentina. Starting on his outside in 12th, that is Custrom. I don't know what to say about this man. He just kind of exists.
Speaking of felonies, Ezra Bass is right behind them. We will keep you guys posted on the trial. The ShitCup officials have allowed these drivers to keep racing while they're still on trial. We're going to keep you posted. We may have the verdict next week. But alongside him is the one who's just not had good runs. It's Silent. I don't care. He enters today's race last in the standings, trying to get a good run. Behind him is another felony man. It's Xander Jeffrey. Xander Jeffrey, he just felt like murdering fans last week. And next to him is my favorite, Noah Patnod. And then in the next row, it is Justin Norman. Justin Norman had a really good run last week, but he's next to the guy that he decided to dump last week, Rafa Hen, the conspirator.
Oh my God, get that man off my screen.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you okay?
No.
There you go.
Thank you. Oh, God. Right. The man rolling off 19th, someone who takes this series very, very seriously, trying to have a good run, Archibald Buttersworth. Horrible name to try and pronounce. English is hard. Rolling off 20th, Bart Simpson in the number 3 car, hoping to have a good day. Rolling off 21st, AJ Walker in the Busch Ford, trying to have a good season. Currently kind of mid. Oh, never mind. I lied. He's third in points. But not mid. Absolute dog shit on his outside. That would be Aidsman Martin. Not much to say. Just god-awful race car driver. Rolling off 23rd, Jonathan Denmark. Denmark is your current series points leader, leading by 25 points. Rolling off on his outside, again, the premarital sex enjoyer of the field, Rose Henson.
Speaking of premarital sex, here's Christopher Buescher. Christopher Buescher, he's just been wanting to date people's daughters, and, you know, he can do it whenever he wants to, but he's not starting towards the front today, starting towards the back. I might not even let him get close to my daughter, as next to him is Jack McSpeed. In the next row, it's Colton Thompson. Colton Thompson had a really good run last week. Not third. He finished fourth at Talladega. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm struggling here. And then next to him is Raph Faslin, as the Fox camera angles are not letting us get through it. And then on the inside, it's Kuma. Nearly had the win last week at Talladega, probably another lap away from getting it. He got his first top 5, first top 10 there. And then alongside him is last week's winner, Ragnagon the Conqueror. Now, to give the command for the ShitCup race here at Watkins Glen, it's Commander, a.k.a. Christopher Buescher!
1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank. Denny Hamlin! Racing career started on a computer. Turns left. Aggressive goes around. Is going to be out of the playoffs.
Sorry I had my sun mode on. Drivers, start your engines. Is that good?
Thank you, Christopher Buescher, for giving the command here. Exciting race here at Watkins Glen. Little bit of a stack up from Bender M, but 14 laps here to decide it. Rose Henson, do you have any predictions?
I predict a lot of twists and turns. I honestly don't know who's gonna win. I'm expecting a usual ShitCup race to occur.
Oh, wait a minute. What's happening here with the track? Oh, Tyler Gordon! Oh my God! They are having gay butt sex. The green flag is already out.
Oh my lord, they're having premarital sex without Rose Henson. That's some bullshit.
Here they go. Oh my God, these track workers suck.
Oh my God.
Here they go over the hill, Win Nurgenton.
This is typical New York road quality, though.
Oh my goodness. A lot of shit happening. Jack McSpeed turned around. Tyler Cornell's gonna dump Zach Shithead. He is inside Zach Shithead. But after all that, Raph Faslin to last. Let's go check up on the leaders. Ooh, side by side, Justin Perez and Bender M!
Oh my God!
They wreck each other!
Oh, they're gonna be stuck in the gravel. Oh no.
Oh, Chris Hansen! More cars! That's Colton Thompson!
Oh my God.
A lot of problems here on lap 1! We're trying to get you through other drivers, but silent.
How is he on pit? Okay.
He did a bit of teleport. Oh, what's happening here? Oh my God!
There's hidden jumps. What the hell is this?
Watkins Glen International has implemented a new, out of nowhere, new track.
Ragnagon the Conqueror almost flipped right there. Holy shit.
Jumps aplenty. As that is basically the field right there as they're coming through. Oh, some guy's pitting. Looks like they got damage.
Huge damage. Rafahead involved. He's probably angry and conspirating against the field right now.
But your leader right now is Dave Wilson.
Impressive start from Ace Moneymaker. First time he's been in the car, and he's already second, up 9 spots from whatever the fuck we just witnessed.
And then right behind them is Justin Norman as they go through the S's. There's Win Nurgenton, AJ Walker, and Jonathan Denmark, your points leader, coming in.
Jonathan Denmark crucially having a good run so far. Got to get those extra points to have a shot at the championship still.
As here they go through the bus stop. Dave Wilson is your leader. Ace Moneymaker in his first ShitCup Series start. He is in second. As they go through the jumps here on the back straightaway, looks like Ace Moneymaker with a better jump off.
It's looking like it's critical to have the least amount of air possible off these jumps to get back on the gas soon enough. Don't know why jumps are on a road course, but...
Oh, they're having gay butt sex here. What's happening?
We can't see.
AJ Walker and your point leader, Jonathan Denmark.
He is stuck. Oh!
Xander Jeffrey dead. 2 people with felonies wrecking. Oh, they're teleporting.
Oh my god. The fucking aliens.
Here's the battle for the lead. It's Dave Wilson and Ace Money. There's so much shit going on.
So many dead race cars. I don't even know. What are these jumps?
Here they go through the jumps again. Ace Moneymaker with a nice rider comes to the inside.
Beautiful move to the inside of the S's. He might have it done before we even get to the end of them.
And he is going to have it done. Ace Moneymaker to the lead over Dave Wilson.
Beautiful move.
As we look behind, Justin Norman 3rd, Wynn Nergenton 4th, and Shea Mendez 5th. 2 Penske cars in the top 5.
Pretty impressive. In fact, Penske has never been known for their road course ability, as Dave Wilson is hustling the rear bumper of Ace Moneymaker right now.
But Ace Moneymaker just looks so strong. Dave Wilson trying to keep pace.
Over the first jump, Ace.
Better jump there by Wilson.
Looked like he was going to pull out a line. Oh! Thought they had...
We went to the Clabel copter cam there for a minute. When Nergenton a little sideways, there's...
Oh my
Shea Mendez.
god.
Oh! Christopher Buescher a little sideways on the jump.
Oh, Jonathan Denmark recover. Oh my god.
Anthony Tony Steve Jr. having gay butt sex.
Oh,
Tyler Cornell. Ace Man Martin blows up.
Oh no.
And he is holding up. And I mean holding up Zach Shithead.
Oh,
Zach Shithead's probably pissed.
Zach Shithead, the most angry driver on track right now, I bet. Ace Man Martin again proving why he is the shittiest driver on track.
He is still blocking him. Oh no, Custrom.
Oh my god. 3 wide move.
As Ace Man Martin, he's trying to get to the pit lane here. He is blowing up. Oh, Biggest Thing has had to run really wide there. But as you see, Ace Moneymaker is still your leader, and he's got a big gap over Dave Wilson. As AJ Walker had problems, he is not on the lead lap. He kind of quick, though.
He has the least damage of this group. He could probably get back by and get on the lead lap. Don't know how much that'll help him here at a road course, but it is possible.
There's Justin Norman, Archibald Buttersworth, Christopher Buescher, Jonathan Denmark taking the jumps back there. There's Shea Mendez. Fantastic camera angle here.
Jonathan
We're going to go back and look at these two. Buttersworth 6th. Christopher Buescher is in 7th. Jonathan Denmark in 8th. Problems for Raph Fazlin. Remember, Raph Fazlin had started all the way in the back. Cornell, remember, he was the one who spun on lap 1, and he's up to 9th.
Incredible recovery from whatever that happened. Gay anal sex, can't remember with who, but massive air for the 00 there.
A lot of gay anal sex here as Chuck Snead is your leader. There's Kuma by himself.
Chuck Snead is not in that car anymore, Caleb.
I'm sorry, Chuck Snead, Ace Moneymaker. I'm sorry. I totally forgot. I keep forgetting.
I know, he's certainly driving like how Chuck Snead would. Very impressive.
Exactly. Chuck Snead, I can't stop thinking about him, about what he did last week at Talladega.
I know, it's disgusting. And then fleeing the country, can't even fall for his own actions.
I know, I miss him. I really miss Chuck Snead. As we are going to have an Agent Ada Bagel Foundation drive through the field. Ace Moneymaker is currently your leader, as he has dominated the race so far. And behind him is Dave Wilson. Dave Wilson won at Bowman Gray Stadium in a performance in which he got into a little bit of contact in Rose Henson. I think you probably remember who he got in contact with there.
Oh, I most certainly do remember. I really wish the 86 car took a baseball bat to that man's car and maybe his skull, but we do not need another felony in the ShitCup Series.
That's true. And then right behind them, AJ Walker a lap down, is Justin Norman. Norman, he's had a good run here. He's right there, up there in the point standings. He's trying to just get a nice run so he can just have a chance to win the championship. Is right behind him is Win Nurgensen, last week's point leader, but not the point leader anymore. It's Jonathan Denmark now, and then right behind him, in 5th to round out the top 5, it's Shea Mendez, who fucking absolutely died last week at Talladega.
Very critical for Shea Mendez to have a good run. Nearly dead fucking last in points. Most DNFs. He just needs to live, man. That's it.
He needs to get off that fucking Verizon 5G, and instead, I don't know. He just needs to switch networks. He needs to go back to Sprint for all we fucking care.
Oh, that's true. He needs to put down that phone and pick up a Bible, because clearly this performance is not helping him.
Yeah, he needs to follow the wise words of Nick Adams, my favorite Twitter user. You're right.
Oh, of course.
And then right behind them is Archibald Buttersworth in that GoPro number 72. Buttersworth. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh. Big
Denmark,
endo.
big run. They are side by side, nearly a little bit of contact. As there's Buttersworth. He is in 6th, as we're going to focus on this battle here between these two, Denmark and Buescher.
Those are two really beat up race cars. This track has been producing a whole lot of damage. Thankfully, everybody who works in the ShitCup Series knows how to fix these cars for next week.
Absolutely true. The ShitCup officials brought in this shit road package. We had the shit package last week, and we had some really stellar racing, and I definitely could say the same here, as here they go through the jump. As they are close on one another, this is the battle for that 7th position, and behind them is Tyler Cornell. I mentioned he wrecked on lap 1. He's in 9th right now, and then right behind, Ezra Bass a little bit around, is Anthony Tony Steve Jr. to round out the top 10.
Remember Anthony Tony Steve Jr. carrying on the legacy of his father, the one and only, the first ShitCup winner. There can never be another first. But unfortunately, he's no longer with us. Very sad.
Very sad indeed, and we will be right back from Watkins Glen with a commercial break. We'll see you in a little bit.
If you no longer go for a cap that exists, you're no longer a racing driver.
Welcome back here to Watkins Glen for the aggressive goes around at the Glen. Ace Moneymaker, he has dominated here. It's just all been him, as behind him is Dave Wilson, not AJ Walker. AJ Walker is he's a lap down. English is hard. And then Dave Wilson is in 2nd place at the moment. And then behind Dave Wilson, as you see coming into frame, is Justin Norman. He's battling with Win Nurgensen right now. And then behind Win Nurgensen in that 5th position is Shea Mendez. Shea Mendez trying to just get better runs, and behind him is Archibald Buttersworth.
Oh, that's big. That's a lot of damage on the 81.
Big damage to Denmark. Denmark.
How can he even see out that car?
Jonathan Denmark entered today's race as our point leader. Is he going to the pit? I think he's going to the pit lane.
That's heavy damage on the hood of the 81.
Heavy damage on the 81. We're going to focus on him. He is our point leader coming into the race.
You know what?
He's going to take the jump here.
I think this means one thing, though. Championship implications.
No doubt. Championship implications here for Jonathan Denmark. I'm not sure if he's going to be out of the race here. Here he comes to his stall. Jonathan Denmark is out of the race. We will have a new point leader.
It's a matter of who will be leading the points, as AJ Walker can't capitalize. He's a lap down. Jack McSpeed, we haven't seen him all day. I think Win Nurgington, after killing about 50 million fans last week, will become the points leader again.
You think so? He's got Norman in front of him. Norman's right there with him in the point standings.
Yeah, that's true. Only 11 points separate those two. Actually pretty tight, as Nurgington almost gets landed on.
A lot of implications here as Chuck Snead, not Chuck, I'm sorry, wait a minute.
Is he pitting?
Dave Wilson's pitting! A lot of damage for the 20. Do you think them hitting the jumps damages the cars? Maybe Ace Moneymaker, not Chuck Snead, sorry, I'm bad with names, his cousin. Ace Moneymaker, you think maybe he'll get too much damage in pit?
He could. You know, these cars, while still being very durable, they are heavily damage sensitive when they reach a certain point, and it's a matter of pace over track position. And I think that's something the 20 just realized.
Because here we are on the S's. Justin Norman's going to take the second spot, Win Nurgington in third. And now Shea Mendez will take fourth. And Archibald Buttersworth to round out your top five as Moneymaker going through the chicane, now through the bus stop.
It needs to be smooth and clean, only about 4 1/4 laps left for him.
As we're going to look at the drivers in the back here. Here's Ezra Bass. Ezra Bass coming into this race. Wasn't even sure if he'd be able to race because of the felony that he got last week after, well, you'll need to see the race to see what he did. But he looks fine. His mental health might not be fine.
The car
but right now,
is not fine.
Right now he looks fine. He's not running really well. He's running in the 19th position. He is the last car on the lead lap. And then right in front of him is Raf Fazlin. In front of Fazlin on the track, I think that's Christopher Buescher. It is Christopher Buescher.
I think Buescher's there on position because I believe he just came off pit road.
Looks like he did. As I thought Kuma was in that spot, but no, Christopher Buescher pits. That's going to bring him way back in the field. As now Kuma is going to take, I believe, the 16th position, if I had to guess.
Something like that.
McSpeed. Here he is. He was battling with Rose Henson. Now Rose Henson's going to take that spot over him.
McSpeed also needed to have a good day to capitalize on Jonathan Denmark's DNF, but as we're running right now, he will not be able to capitalize whatsoever.
Absolutely. As here's Dave Wilson. He came off the pit lane, now battling with Rose Henson for the 13th position. As you see in the order, Christopher Buescher just keeps going down and down and down. As up ahead of these two is Ragnagon the Conqueror, last week's winner at Talladega. He's having a good run. And then look at this string of cars right in front of him. He's got Bender M, today's pole sitter. Is that Silent? I don't think... Is Silent on the lead lap? He is not. Same with Chris Hansen. Same with Perez. And then Zach Shithead is in 11th. 42 seconds behind the leader, Ace Moneymaker.
That just shows how hard Ace Moneymaker is pushing. He really wants this win, wants to make his brother-in-law proud. Hopefully he's watching somewhere in Argentina.
Absolutely. Rafa Hen.
Find his brother, but...
Rafa Hen. Oh, problems for Bender M, but Rafa Hen, he is in 10th. Custrom in 9th. There's Noah Patnott, he's in 8th. Anthony Tony Steve Jr. is in 7th. As Biggest Dickus pits, problems for him. Kuma comes off the pit lane again, is now Tyler Cornell to 6th.
Good run for Cornell after almost dying on lap 1.
Archibald Buttersworth rounds out the top 5. Shea Mendez, a really strong run for him. As we have these two, Win Nurgington and Justin Norman, as Ace Moneymaker is just in a whole different zip code, as these two are going to be battling for second as they come to the jump.
Battling for second and could theoretically be battling for the points lead after Johnson
Oh!
DNF.
Problems for Nurgenton.
Well, that's heavy day. I don't know if they'll bring him into pit. We're coming to 2 to go, but
If I was Nurgenton's crew chief, I'd stay him out. I'd put him on the track still. No, he's running the inside. He's going to be pitting this time.
oh, that's really, really big for the points. On a day he could have retaken the points lead too.
When Nurgenton vacates that spot and most likely the point lead to possibly Justin Norman here, as Ace Moneymaker has 2 laps to go here, he's pretty much got a clean track ahead.
As long as he can protect that car and do not junk it, they'll have a great result. Penske's running second and third. Really good for those 2 cars.
Really good after last week. One of them, actually both of them, DNF'd due to Rafa Hen. And just a really nice run for them as Buttersworth moves his way to 4th position. And that will bring Tyler Cornell into the top 5. Anthony Tony Steve Jr. will go to 6th. Noah Patnod to 7th. Custrom to 8th. Rafa Henny's going to be put to that 9th position. And then I believe Zach Shithead will be in the top 10 now, due to Win Nurgenton having the pit. There's Win Nurgenton coming out of the pit lane now, as they have cut off the whole front end of that car. There's Jack McSpeed. McSpeed running in 15th. So that's going to put Win Nurgenton in, I believe, that 16th position. Actually, probably the 15th position, because Nurgenton has not updated on the standings yet, as we're going to go focus on Ace Moneymaker. As here he comes. He's already hit the line. The white flag is out, as it has been a dominant performance from Ace Moneymaker. He has just put his testicles all over the mouths of these shit cup drivers as I press the wrong button.
Oh, he has just absolutely smacked his dick and everything all over the field on debut. Only a second driver to do that behind the late Anthony Tony Steve, as he looks to have the most dominant win in Shit Cup history right now.
He's led 11 laps up to this point. He's going to go through the chicane for the final time, and now he's going to take the bus stop. As long as he doesn't fuck it on the jumps, he should be fine. As here he comes down the back straightaway with 2 more jumps to go. Actually, 3 more. But the next one will be the most crucial one. As he gets through that one fine,
as long as he makes it through here clean, he's home free.
Little trouble. He looks fine, though. Ace Moneymaker. 2 more corners to manage to cap off a dominating performance after subbing in for his brother-in-law, Chuck Sneed, who is currently in Argentina for the felony that he committed last week at Talladega. Ace Moneymaker wins here at Watkins Glen. What a performance.
Oh, man. He should date everybody's daughter after that. Absolutely incredible.
In second is Justin Norman, and behind him is his Penske teammate, Shea Mendez. A fantastic run for Team Penske.
Archibald Buttersworth brings it home in 4th, as English is hard and I can't pronounce shit. Tyler Cornell, after literally having a car sit on top of him for about 20 seconds, brings it home 5th. Anthony Tony Steve Jr. brings it home in 6th. Good result for him.
Custrom able to get by Noah Patnod on the last lap. He's going to be taking over that 7th position. As my favorite, Noah Patnod, he's going to get 8th. The conspirator himself, Rafa Hen.
Oh my god, who let him have a good result? No.
No, he's not going to think it's rigged anymore. Oh my goodness.
Oh, and he almost wrecks across the line. What a lack of talent in that race car driver.
And Zach Shithead rounds out the top 10. And as we watch Ace Moneymaker here, we're going to try and get Ace Moneymaker here for an interview. Ace Moneymaker.
Yes.
Ace Moneymaker, you took over for your brother-in-law, Chuck Sneed, after he fled to Argentina. Can you just... I don't even want to talk about the race when you dominated. It was It wasn't even a contest. But I want to ask you your feelings on what your brother-in-law, Chuck Snead, did last week.
Man, he was clearly sneezing too hard, man. He was on those hard sneeds, bro.
Wow.
Quite sad.
He was sneeding so hard that... But... You know what? You did your brother-in-law a solid. You got some points for him today. Maybe he'll come back after the trial is done. We'll keep you guys posted on the trial.
And I don't think he's coming back, man.
You don't think he's coming back?
Nah, bro.
Oh. Well, Ace Moneymaker.
Nah.
I hope...
What happens in Argentina stays in Argentina, bro.
That's true. Well, Ace Moneymaker, I wish you the best on your endeavors taking over for your brother-in-law, Chuck Snead. And guess what?
What?
You're officially a ShitCup Series winner.
We are so fucking...
We're back fine, bros.
It was never Jover to begin with.
Ace Moneymaker wins at Watkins Glen. He's done it. There he is, absolutely fucking eating shit. Ace Moneymaker taking over for his brother-in-law, Chuck Snead, wins here at Watkins Glen International. Ace Moneymaker is your winner. Justin Norman finishes second. In third place is Shea Mendez, and behind Shea Mendez is Archibald Butters with Tyler Cornell, who absolutely decided to eat shit on lap 1. He finishes fifth.
Absolutely impressive by the 87 right there. Finishing sixth, Anthony Tony Steve Jr., again carrying the legacy of his father. Finishing seventh is Custrom. Finishing eighth, Caleb's favorite, Noah Patinol. Finishing ninth.
Love that guy.
I wish I didn't have to acknowledge this guy that finished ninth. Oh my god. Rafa Hen gets ninth, and Zach Shithead rounds out the top 10.
Following Zach Shithead is Ragnagon, the Conqueror, last week's winner at Talladega Super Speedway, and behind him is Rose Henson. You know, Rose Henson, I think, was kind of mid today. Rose Henson doesn't, she's not really all that good. She thinks she's the shit, but she's not really all that fantastic. And Dave Wilson finishes right behind. Jack McSpeed, winner at Atlanta Motor Speedway, he finishes 14th. With Win Nergenton, your points leader, coming into today's race, don't think he'll be the points leader anymore. He finishes 15th.
Win Nergenton was not the winner, or was not the points leader coming into this race, but...
I blew it.
Oh my god. Oh, no.
He was the points leader the last race.
No. Christopher Busher finished 16th. Good run for him. Raf Aslan brings it home 17th. Ezra Bass, one of the drivers that are, on trial for their horrible, horrible acts at Talladega, brings it home 18th. 19th, AJ Walker, first car that finished a lap down. Fortunate. Finishing 20th, Kuma. You would catch me dead in the streets of fucking Detroit if you try and see me pronounce that name. I don't know what obsession Kuma has over Rose Henson, but they finished 20th today.
Wow, just denying the love that Kuma brought last week. Unbelievable. And then right behind Kuma is Justin Perez. Justin Perez started next to Bender M in today's race, and they actually flipped, with Perez finishing ahead of Bender M, but they finished together. And it seems they've always been together in these point standings. We'll see here in a minute with those point standings as Chris Hansen finishes behind. Silent has not had a fucking great finish at all this season. I don't think he's even gotten a top 10, something like that. He finishes 24th here today. And the fall of Biggest Dickus. His fans are probably shitting, pissing, and I must say, shitting, pissing, coming, crying, and squirting everywhere. As Biggest Dickus now falls to 25th in this race today. Not in the point standings, but he'll probably fall that low in the point standings as we look at them here in a moment.
Oh, it's a damn shame he dropped that low. Finishing 26th, this week's points leader. Just casual reminder that it was not Win Nergenton, Jonathan Denmark. Really unfortunate for the 81 team. Colin Thompson brings it home 27th. 28th, the worst driver on track. I don't care if the points say otherwise. Actually, the points will probably agree with me now. That's Aids Man Martin. 29th, Bart Simpson. Horrible run for the 3 team. And bringing home the field in the number 43 and 30th is Xander Jeffrey, another one of the drivers that committed crimes against humanity last week.
Here are the point standings following today's race here at Watkins Glen, and as you can see, Justin Norman takes over the point lead, but he's only got a minuscule lead over Chuck Snead by only 8 points, and following behind him is Archibald Buttersworth. Jack McSpeed, remember, he won at Atlanta Motor Speedway, he's in 4th, and Anthony Tony Steve Jr., still trying to mourn over his father's passing, he is in 5th.
coming home in, or currently sitting P6 in points, not coming home in 6th today. Ragnagon the Conqueror, currently tied with Anthony Tony Steve Jr., bringing it home 7th in points. That would be Rose Henson, again, premarital sex enjoyer. Only driver with the DNF. Protected on track, not protected in the bedroom. Tyler Cornell.
Wait a minute, the only driver with a DNF?
Without a DNF, rather. Sorry.
Oh, okay, I see.
Sorry. Been a long day.
It's been a long day.
Oh, yeah, Tyler Cornell, 4 points behind Rose Henson in 8th. Jonathan Denmark, the previous points leader heading into this week, a horrible fall, down 8 points? Down 8 positions
8
in
points.
English is, in fact, the hardest language on earth. And rounding out the top 10, that would be Wynn Nergington. Again, a driver that...
Last week's point leader.
Yes, of course. A driver that could have capitalized on Jonathan Denmark's mistake and then proceeded to make an even worse one of his own.
Right behind Wynn Nergington is AJ Walker. AJ Walker, remember, endorsed premarital sex at Richmond International Raceway, then had a somewhat good run at Talladega today. You know, he did all right. You know, 19th is an okay result, but, you know, he's 11th in the standings, still in striking distance if he just has one good run. Raph Faslin today. Raph Faslin, he was just there, had some trouble early on, and that's about it. Yep. He's 12th in the standings. He's doing good. And then the conspirator himself. Rafahen, the conspirator.
No.
He had a good run here today. Got his second top 10 of the season with a great finish here today at Watkins Glen. Trying to get a good run. Once again, he is still in striking distance of the championship. Noah Patnod, my favorite. Fuck that Rafahen guy. Noah Patnod, he's doing good as well. He's trying to do the best that he can. Sitting in that 14th position, we're going to see if he can get a better run in the weeks ahead as Custrom rounds out the top 15.
Ezra Bass, first driver outside the top half in 16th. Again, waiting to find out if they will make it to next week. 17th in points is Kuma again. I'll be shot dead in Detroit if I even dare try and pronounce the rest of that name. If they seem to want premarital sex from Rose Henson, if that's the case, 8 p.m. Indianapolis, Indiana. 18th in points is Dave Wilson. Dave Wilson, again, one of the lowest drivers with a win. Not the lowest, but is pretty low. 19th in points, Colton Thompson. Had a horrible run today. Again, just not a good season overall. And 20th, another one of the drivers. We don't know if we will see him next week. That being Xander Jeffrey.
Shea Mendez in 21st. He's the last driver in points and with a win with that win at Rainbow Road. Hasn't been able to capitalize on it all that much with Zach Shithead right behind. Biggest Dickus, the former point leader. Remember, Biggest Dickus was the point leader, I believe, for after Atlanta until I think Bowman Gray or something, or before Rainbow Road, something like that. He has dropped all the way down to 23rd. That just shows the unpredictability of ShitCup. And then right behind him is Christopher Buescher. Christopher Buescher given that glorious command here today. He's just, I'm going to need to let him date my daughter. As right behind him is Bart Simpson.
26 in points, Justin Perez. Perez has just not had that good of a season. 27th in points, not 17th rather, is Bender M. 28th in points, Aidsman Martin, saved from being the last driver in points simply because the two below him are actually dog ass. 29th, Chris Hansen, just overall horrible season. And last in points, who's been last since like week fucking 1, is Silent.
That is all for today's race here at Watkins Glen. We thank you guys so much for watching. Rose Henson, do you have any final words you'd like to say?
Premarital sex is the greatest thing on earth and should be considered
an
Olympic
God.
sport.
Oh my God. The second driver in ShitCup to endorse premarital sex.
Oh, of course.
We'll be back next week. Same time, same place, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Bristol Motor Speedway. Oh yeah, we only got 3 more races left, guys. Bristol, Homestead, and Bone Crusher. So stay tuned, guys. You don't want to miss it. Thank you guys so much once again for watching. My name is Clabel, and as always, take it easy.